Hi guys, welcome back to another one of my screencast videos. This is a review lesson on multiplying polynomials, and to start, we're going to work with a monomial times a trinomial. Quick reminder that when we are multiplying exponents together, we add them. So if it's the same base, add the exponents. And I'll get into that more when we distribute. When it's a monomial on the outside of parentheses, we're just distributing like we always would have with the regular distributive property. So what we're going to do is we're having 5v times 7v squared. I always deal with the coefficients first, so 5 times 7 is 35. And then v times v squared is v to the third. You add the exponents of 1 and 2, and that's 3. Then we distribute 5v to negative 5v. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. And v times v is v squared. And then we distribute one last time, 5v to positive 1, which is just going to be positive 5v. Notice our answer is in standard form because it's the highest exponent, then the next highest, the lowest. We don't have to add anything together because we have no like terms since the variables and the exponents aren't the same, and we leave our answer as is. The next example is two binomials together, and what I want you to remember is the word FOIL that we talked about, which was first, outer, inner, last. And this is a great acronym to use when it comes to multiplying two binomials. So the first, for F, it would be 3a times a. 3a squared. Then we go to outer, so we took care of F. Outer is 3a times positive 4, which is positive 12a. And then we deal with inner, which is negative 4 times a, or negative 4a. And then we have last, which is negative 4 times positive 4, and that is negative 16. At this point, you have to determine if there is any like terms, which in this case there is. We have positive 12a and negative 4a because they both have an a with an exponent of 1. So we can just bring down 3a squared, and then we want to add together 12a minus 4a, which is going to equal positive 8a. And then we bring down the negative 16 since there's no other constants. And our answer is simplified in standard form, complete. It's just using the distributive property, but two different times. A slightly more difficult example is a binomial times a trinomial. You use a similar concept to FOILing, except now we're distributing both the terms in the first binomial 3 times as opposed to twice. So if I take 8r and I distribute it to 3r squared, 8 times 3 is 24. And r times r squared is r to the third because we add the exponents of 1 plus 2 and get 3. Then we're distributing 8r to 7r. 8 times 7 is 56. And then r times r is r squared. And then we distribute 8r one last time, all the way over to positive 7, which is going to give us positive 56r. And we're going to do the exact same thing with negative 6. So we have negative 6 times 3r squared, which is negative 18r squared. And then we have negative 6 times 7r, which is negative 42r. And then we have negative 6 times positive 7, which is just negative 42. Once again, we're going to go ahead and look for any like terms, always identifying the highest degree first. And I see that 24r to the third is the only one that has a variable of r to the third, so that stays as 24r third. And I'm going to cross it off because I know I dealt with it. Then I'm going to look for r squared. I have positive 56r squared and negative 18r squared. So we're going to say 56 plus negative 18r squared is going to give us positive 38r squared, and we can cross those off. Then I have positive 56r and a negative 42r. So 56r plus negative 42r is going to give us positive 14r. And then the last term is the constant negative 42, which doesn't change. And we have now written it in standard form. There should be more terms because of how many different terms we were multiplying. This is in standard form. There's no other terms to be combined, and our answer is complete. The last example I want to quickly go over was those special cases. Reminder, when it has a squared value outside a group of parentheses, we are multiplying all of 2x minus 4 times itself. So we are practicing rewriting that as 2x minus 4 times another 2x minus 4. This brings us back to the second example of two binomials multiplying together. So we are going to utilize FOILing, and we're going to have 2x times 2x, which is 4x squared. And then we're going to have 2x times negative 4, which is negative 8x. And then we're going to distribute negative 4 times 2x, which is another negative 8x. And negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. We look to see if there's any like terms, which there are, and we have 4x squared, now minus 16x plus 16. If anyone remembers the trick that we talked about, you square the first term, so 2x squared is 4x squared. Square the last term, negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. And then to get the middle term is multiply 2x times negative 4, which is negative 8x, and double it, negative 16x. Do not use the trick if it does not help you or you do not understand it. Just remember to FOIL and always rewrite the expression first and then go into FOILing. I hope this video was helpful and reminded you of our multiplying of polynomials.